Okay, right into league play the second week. It's exciting for our guys. Typically, you get a couple of days or a couple of weeks to get into league, but we got to be ready for the challenge right away. I like the way our guys practice. Having a veteran group like we have, we're able to turn it on, turn it off with those guys pretty good, and they know when to ratchet it up and then when to take care of their bodies. And so tomorrow will be a day where we'll have mental sweat, but today we got some really good work in against our offense.
How much does them having a guy like Eason, who has a bit more arm talent than maybe they had last year, affect what you do defensively?
I don't know that it affects what we do, but you turn the tape on and you notice right away that this guy's a five-star kind of guy. He can make all the throws. Last week, I think he had 4 or 5 different receivers with a handful of catches. I mean, he can literally throw it all over the field, throws a really nice deep ball. He's got great pocket presence, and that ball comes out on a rope. So, he's as advertised, and we're going to have to do a great job of trying to mix our coverages up and mix our pressures up to try to, get him off his timing a little bit.
Talked a bit about them running as many shifts and motions as they do, and you guys faced a lot of that last week. How did you feel you did on that last week, and how much does that translate?
Yeah, no, it was a good lead into this week because we're going to see, the similar type of offense.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Hawkins and Coach Pete obviously,
family tree.
Yeah, have a little similarity. So that was a good lead in for us. But this is a definite step up in talent. Take nothing against Davis; they are very well coached and they've got good players. But we're talking some of the elite players in the country that we're playing against this week. So any mistake is magnified by the speed. It's magnified by how fast the ball is going to be coming out of the quarterback's hand. And if you don't fit a run correctly, their backs can take it to the house. So we've got to be spot on in everything we do.
Does the preparation change from FCS to FBS, hopping from Davis to Washington?
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
We have a game week that since Coach Wilcox has been here, our Monday's an intro day. We get a little bit of physical work in, but Tuesday, Wednesday are work days, and we grind our guys. We go good versus good, and our offense runs a lot of similar schemes to what Washington does. So we get some really good versus good, and we do some things similar to what Washington's defense does. So we had some good competitive practices yesterday and today. Tomorrow we'll have a mental sweat day, as Coach calls it, where it's a walkthrough for about an hour, and we're stressing our guys with a lot of formation, shift, motion, communications, signals. It's all got to be on spot. We'll crank it up Friday for about 45 minutes and get ready to get on a plane. So that process remains the same. It's just a matter of now having to take it on the road, which is always a little bit different when you're sleeping in a hotel as opposed to your own home and the environments around here. So there's a reason home teams have home field advantage. We're going to use that as one more reason that nobody's going to bet on us, and we bet on ourselves.
Coach Wilcox has talked about creating negative plays in the run game. Have you guys looked at any ways to do that against a big offensive line?
Yeah, it's difficult. You've got to do some things to try to get them off schedule. A year ago, we were able to do that a little bit to take advantage of some second and long, third and long situations. If you don't get them off schedule, you look at their third down tape, and we had 6 games in a breakdown, but that 3rd and 1 and 2 is forever, and their 3rd and long is not very long. And typically it's the reverse of that, and it's a reason they do a really nice job on 3rd down. So we've got to get them off schedule, and hopefully by having guys do some little bit different than what we've done, we can do that.
Is there 1 or 2 things about Washington's offense that worry you most?
I think their overall speed we haven't seen in a while, certainly since TCU. They got some guys that can really roll. And then the second part of that is they've got a trigger guy that can get it to them down the field. So that combination, their offensive line is really long and athletic, do a really nice job in protection. They've seen all the games you can play at them, and they kind of laugh at people and pass things off really, really well. They don't get top heavy where some of the bigger guys that aren't quite as athletic, you can take advantage of those things. So this is a really talented team that's very well coached, and we'll have a heck of a challenge in our hands.
That's good.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.